What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Doing a little something different. Usually I do Audi stuff, but you know, in Volkswagen too. But my nephew Josh right there, wave the camera, Josh. He got this what year is this? G37? 2012 G37. And it's bone stock. I noticed when I drove it that it seemed down on power. And if you've got anyone who's been watching the channel knows that my son had a Nissan Altima with the 3.5 liter, and these cars stock, they don't feel amazing or anything. So my son's car was a 3.5. I did K&N intake, then we did the K&N intake with the Skunk Works filter, then we did headers, and we deleted the cats, and man, totally different car, a lot of power. He said he beat a 350Z in it, but of course he had lighter weight wheels too, so took some weight out of the car. But this car is a 3.7, and it's got the dual intake, a lot of different stuff on the car. I think it's got a VVT. I think it might have a dual VVT, I think, those right there. But she's got the dual intake and all that, and he had the stock stuff in here at first, this stuff right there. So I saw one of these K&N intakes at the junkyard, and I went to see it, and somebody beat me to it. So I saw one online, and someone just beat me to it. It was a bid. It was like real low price, so compared to what these go for new. So somebody beat me to it. I hit the guy up. He hit me back later, and I told my nephew Josh that I was trying to get it and just missed both of them. So I told him later we'll find some. But anyway, the next day, the guy hit me up and said, hey, it was a week later, the guy hit me up. He said, hey, on eBay, he said, hey, the guy who won the bid hasn't come through yet. So if you still want it, if he doesn't, you know, hit me up in 24 hours, you can get it. So the guy never called back, and of course I got him. And it came with some old filters. I had these racing mesh filters that I never used, so I put these on the car. We just did all that, and let me show you guys what else I did. If you can see these two right here had these two hoses going to them, and what those do is they run coolant through the throttle body to heat it up. So like if you're in like a real cold climate, like snowing all the time and everything, but we're in Cali, what that does is it keeps the throttle bodies from getting too cold, or, you know, because I don't know if it might freeze up the motors or something in it. But since we're in Cali, he doesn't need those, and deleting that is gonna bring the intake temperature down. So I just bypassed them. I went and got some of these, the metal brass ones though, and I put them in there, so it bypasses just an open loop now going back. It's still flowing like it would to flow through that, but now the throttle bodies aren't going to heat up and eat power. Only thing is these filters being in the engine bay, when the car's not moving, is going to suck some of the engine bay hot air, but when the car starts moving, the cold air is going to come through there, and you know, he'll be good then. So later on, what we're going to do is we're going to add some tubes onto here to go through there and come through the front, so he's sucking all the cold air from the front, but we'll do that later. But this is good for right now. These had a little rubber intake thing, and these connectors right here, they were straight on the inside, so I beveled them so it has a Venturi effect. So the car should feel different. But I think the biggest thing might be like doing headers and maybe a race cat or no cats. But since we're in Cali, you might have to find like a sport cats or something, 200 cell sport cats for this car. That seemed to make one of the biggest difference on these cars. Intake does, but the exhaust, when you go into like headers and all that, it makes a real big difference. But anyway, the last thing I got to do is I had to go get this hose right here to go there. So I had to get a longer one because the original one was too short. I'm gonna put that on, and we're gonna start this up for the first time, and we'll get Josh's reaction. He was already happy because I surprised him with, he didn't know that I had actually had this for like a month, I think. And I was always like, oh, I'm gonna surprise him when I put it on. But today I was like, let me go ahead and tell him, and then we'll put these on, and you know. But I was like, let me go ahead and tell him, but I ended up having time to put them on today when I told him. So this is it right now. We're gonna see what they sound like, and then, you know, of course, over the course of time, we'll see how they perform. But let me get these on. We'll see what they sound like. All right, y'all. I got that hose together, so we're about to do the first start. Josh's first, his first mod on this G37. Go ahead and start it up and see how it sounds. Rev it. Rev it, rev it. Yeah, you can hear it when he gets on it. Probably when he drives, you probably hear it more. They had 2 silencers on here. They came off. We took those off. The little Helm Home silencers for these. Get on again. Rev it hard. Okay. Yeah, we gotta clean the throttle bodies and stuff too. The throttle bodies were dirty, so some people port these out in the lower manifold too. So we might look into that later. But this is good for now. Let me get the engine cover back on and be right back. All right, y'all, we back. I just got the engine cover on, but the engine bay looks good, so you can see I need to do a motor detail on this car. I'll probably do that next, and clean up the engine bay. And I think they have some like polished nuts or something for those and all that. And probably like a different radiator cap and stuff like that for this. And then, so I guess this is gonna be our little project for us. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Josh, you like it?
Yeah. Rev it up, rev it up.
Josh is happy. Yeah. Rev it up again? Oh, sounds good when you get on it. It's not too loud either. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe.